Ever heard of the phrase "the grass is always greener on the other side"? Well, if you're not careful, it can lead to some bad decision making. The good thing is that there are several cognitive biases that you can learn about and use to improve your decision making. This video will show you how to identify and avoid these biases to make smart choices for yourself. In this video, I'm going to show you how to improve your decision making by understanding cognitive biases. These are the most common mental mistakes that we make every day, and this is why we need to be aware of them. In order to make better decisions, we need to understand the world from a different perspective. A cognitive bias is a systematic pattern of deviation from norm or rationality in judgment. Individuals create their own subjective reality from their perception of the input. Your past experiences may have an influence on how you perceive the world. And sometimes, if this isn't an accurate representation of reality, your judgment may be clouded. Although it may seem like these misperceptions would be easy to spot, biases can help us make sense of the world. They allow us to create shortcuts and see patterns in the things we experience every day. A lot of human cognitive biases are advantageous in specific situations, even if they aren't always good. Neural networks based on the same principle are considered harmless if they make decisions more effectively and lead to quicker actions, which is often desirable. Biases, such as forgetting events or not recognizing faces, are a result of humans having limited mental faculties. More and more biases in human decision-making mechanisms have been identified over time, and research in the fields of cognitive science, social psychology and behavioral economics. Daniel Kahneman and Tversky posit that cognitive biases might be useful in certain professions, like management, finance and entrepreneurship. People often have misplaced intuition when it comes to math. To help illustrate these phenomena, the notion of cognitive biases was introduced in 1972 by Amos Tversky and Daniel Kahneman. This resulted from their observations of people's general lack of ability to reason with numbers or greater orders of magnitude. Tversky, Kahneman, and their colleagues demonstrated several ways in which human judgment and decisions differed from rational choice theory. They highlighted heuristics as one of the major factors that help explain these differences. Examples of heuristics include shortcuts that make predictions about future events. These are quick and easy to compute, but can lead to severe errors in certain cases. For instance, the representativeness heuristic is defined as how likely an event is, by how much it resembles a typical case. The Linda problem shows that people sometimes rely on the representativeness heuristic. Participants had a description of Linda, who might be a feminist, for example. Linda was mentioned as being concerned about discrimination and social justice issues. They were then asked if they thought Linda was more likely to be just a bank teller or a bank teller and active in feminist movement, and the majority said yes to the second option. This is an example of the conjunction fallacy, where option B seems more representative to people. Tversky and Kahneman also argue that option B is chosen because they seem more typical of a person who would do something like this. Although the representativeness heuristic can be useful in many instances, it may also lead to errors. For example, people might activate stereotypes or inaccurate judgments about others due to this method of thought. Critics of Kahneman and Tversky, such as Gerd Gigerenzer, argued that heuristics shouldn't lead us to think of human thinking as riddled with irrational cognitive biases. They should instead think of rationality as a tool they can gradually improve, not as a monologue from the laws of logic. Nevertheless, research has shown that experiments such as the Linda problem could lead to heuristics and biases. This type of work has been used in different disciplines such as medicine and political science. In our channel, we will explore as many types of cognitive biases that are possible to gain a better understanding of how our brains sometimes trick themselves. Subscribe to our channel and click on the notification icon, and you will be able to watch our videos as soon as we release them. Like this video and share with your friends, and impress them with your knowledge.